Valentine's Day is coming up soon, which is a holiday full of chocolates, flowers, and love. Obviously. In honor of Valentine's Day, we're spilling the tea on 10 popular rom-coms. But before I get into them, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my content. The Princess Bride is considered to be one of the greatest rom-coms of all time. But here's something you may not know about this perfect movie. The Miracle Maxine was completely improvised. For 3 days, 10 hours a day, Billy Crystal improvised 13th century jokes, never saying the same thing or line twice. Many of the improvised jokes didn't make it into the movie because they were not family friendly. 10 Things I Hate About You was the breakout movie for the late Heath Ledger, which ended up being a huge success. Here's a fact about it you may not know. Director Gil Younger was apparently concerned with Heath's Australian accent. He said it makes Heath dangerous and sexy. Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan were at the top of their game in the 90s, starring in not one, but 3 rom-coms together. Sleepless in Seattle was their second movie together. Here's an interesting fact about Sleepless in Seattle. None of the rain in the movie is real. Water trucks had to be utilized to create fake rain because Seattle was going through a terrible drought during production. 50 First Dates was a big success for both Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore back in 2004. This movie was very funny, yet at the same time, beautiful. Here's a romantic fact about this movie. Drew Barrymore didn't want to rehearse the singing scene. She said, "I don't want to hear it or see it until we shoot it for the first time. I want that reaction to be genuine. I don't want to fake it." Pretty Woman is an absolute classic for anyone who is a fan of rom-coms. But did you know this? In the dinner scene where Vivian flings a snail across the room, the waiter who catches it says, "It happens all the time." Director Gary Marshall threw the snail himself over many shots before the actor caught the snail convincingly. My Big Fat Greek Wedding is a movie that teaches you to embrace your heritage, but it also mixes in some great humor and relatability. Here's a fact you might not know about the third highest grossing romantic comedy of all time. According to Nia Vardalos, paying for catering during the film proved not to be a problem. Wherever the film was being shot, whenever local Greek restaurants learned about it, they would send over lots of free food. Out of all of the Nicholas Sparks book to movie adaptations, The Notebook is king, featuring a star-studded cast. According to director Nick Cassavetes, Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams did not get along at first, and Gosling even tried to have McAdams replaced. Eventually, they overcame their differences and actually ended up dating in real life for a couple of years. Director John Hughes was huge in the 80s, directing some of the best teen comedies of all time. Although he did not direct Pretty in Pink, he was the producer and the screenwriter for it. Here's a fact you may not know. Out of all the movies that Molly Ringwald worked on with John Hughes, this one was her favorite. The character Andy was specifically made for her, and she said, "It's a lot of fun acting out the prom experience because she never got to experience it when she was in high school." There's Something About Mary is a relatable movie for any guy who lost his dream girl with hopes of getting her back again. Here's a neat fact about the movie. Cameron Diaz's father was on set during filming, so the director decided to throw him in the movie. In the scene where Ben Stiller is being released from prison after being wrongfully accused of murder, Cameron's dad is the inmate in front with a beard and long hair yelling at Ben. Many would agree that The Proposal is the perfect movie when it comes to the clash of personalities and unexpected attraction. The chemistry between Ryan Reynolds and Sandra Bullock is undeniable. Here's a neat little detail you might have missed in this movie. As Margaret starts to change in the movie from being cold-hearted to a warm individual, her hairstyle goes from a slick ponytail to being completely down and soft. Well, there you have it. 10 facts about rom-coms you will love. I hope you learned something new. Remember to like and subscribe if you're a fan of videos like this. See you next time.